Good
Thank you,
morning,
sir.
sir.
Morning po, sir.
Yun, nasa bayang pagbigkas na tayo. Good morning. Nag-breakfast na kayong lahat?
Yes.
Nagbe-breakfast,
Yes
sir.
po, sir.
Okay lang. Go ahead. You can drink your coffee while we're waiting for the others. Naririnig niyo yung yung shared ko na presentation sa YouTube.
Yes po.
Yes, sir.
Bakit parang ang tamlay ni Senya? Senya, are you okay?
I'm okay, sir.
Parang kulang ka pa sa kape.
Parang po.
Okay, so while waiting, chill-chill lang kayo dyan. Okay. Okay, good morning, guys. So I think everyone is here already. So before we start, kindly please turn on your camera so I can see your faces. Everyone, guys, there you go. You can see Mr. Eric Torres, Miss Jenny, yes, Miss Joanna Jerusalem, already here, Mr. Abestado. Okay, there you go. So I'm so sorry. I think this is so early for all of us to have class, and I know that some of you are still yes. So this is Miss Elizon Cassandra is here. Okay, so karamihan sa atin nag-a-adjust pa. Okay, so I know and I can see your faces. Parang wala pang tulog yung iba. It's okay, Miss Anyag. Okay, don't have to laugh. Okay, so about this is our first time to have class together. I'm so sorry kasi the first week supposedly na magkaklase tayo. I decided to not have class muna because that's the first day and I'm still have to prepare for a lot of things. And the following week naman, I believe hindi tayo pwedeng magklase since the RT released a memo um, advising us na refrain from having synchronous class. So, and I still don't have anything to how to say this, assign. So during that time, I still decided not to have class. I want sana to have synchronous class since supposedly that's our first meet. That was our first meeting. Pero hindi nga pwede. So hindi ko na pinush. Okay, so today is just greet meet. Yesterday, someone asked me about how po ba gagawin or paano. I believe that's Miss Louisa. She's smiling right now, yes. And she's asking me, Sir, ano po bang gagawin? Kasi naguguluhan ako. So it's just simple. I just want to hear something from you guys. And this is just a greet meet. And if we still have time, maybe we can push through our first discussion for this morning. So how are you holding up last since the beginning of pandemic? Everyone, how are you? You can actually speak up if you want. How are you? Miss Louisa, how are you doing? Yes, you. Ikaw kasi yung una ko nakita dito eh.
Okay, sir. Okay naman po ako, sir.
Okay lang, okay. Miss Lorena, how are you doing so far?
Okay lang, sir. Ayos lang.
Okay. Tatawagin ko yung mga mukhang inaantok pa. Miss, si Miss Sofia nagpatay na ng camera. Sabi niya, ano ba naman to si Sir aga-aga? Miss Ken Flor, how are you doing? I can see your One Piece posters there. It's great. Asan na si Miss Ken? Bigla siya nawala. Ayan, Miss Ken. How are you doing? It's fine. I cannot hear you much, pero I think yeah, I think you're doing fine naman. Okay, so we have to begin. We have to start right now. I'm going to assign someone to lead the prayer. And is it okay if I ask someone from this crowd to lead the prayer? Don't worry, any prayer will do. So, who's willing to? Who's willing? Who's willing to lead the prayer? Kasi 'pag nag-assign ako hindi na willing 'yun siyempre 'di ba? Okay, I think I can see Mr. Eric Torres is ready for prayer. Oh, by the way, are you a fan of Star Wars?
Medyo lang, sir.
Medyo lang. Okay, so are you okay with prayers?
Okay lang po, sir.
Okay, so okay. Sige, go.
kung tingin niyo pumikit,
Please,
okay lang din po. So,
again, sorry.
if kung gusto niyo pong pumikit, okay lang po. So,
Okay, go ahead, guys.
eyes. And let's feel the presence of the Lord God. Lord, thank you po for this day kasi po you gave us another day to live, and for the sole purpose of this day is to meet everyone, including our professor in this subject. So God, whatever happens and ano man po yung nakahanda sa amin, i-guide niyo po kami. In Jesus' name we pray.
Hello, guys. Thank you, Mr. Eric, for leading us your the prayer. So, thank you for having me and thank you for attending the class. Kahit na sobrang aga, alam ko naman. Kagabi, sabi ko sa inyo, you can eat your breakfast if you like during our greet and meet session. So if you like to drink or sip your coffee, it's fine. We're still expecting someone pa. Okay. So, I'm going to introduce myself first. Okay. I prepared some presentation here. It's just brief and short. So, nothing to worry about. Baka ma-pressure kayo. Okay. So, okay. Can you see my presentation? Anyone? Yeah. I think nag-echo ako. Wait lang. Hmm. Decrease audio count. Okay, so I'm going to introduce myself. So, I'm Professor Joshua Quinto. I'm a registered psychometrician. So, and, yeah, hindi ko na na-edit yung see you later. So, I'm a graduate as well here in Rizal Technological University, bachelor's degree in psychology. Aside from being a professor, I'm also working at HRDC as the organization development specialist of the team. I like to ride motorcycle every morning going to the office, and then yeah, likes to know the daily trends in psychology. So like to stop by sometimes to the Psychology Today and other websites that can give me new trends about psychology. Okay, so my favorite things to do, I love running, but unfortunately, right now, we cannot jog and then at the same time wearing our face mask. So parang pinapatay naman natin yung sarili natin kung gano'n. So I just do some exercise inside the house. So I love playing badminton as well with my friends. Back then, nung wala pang pandemic, I usually play with my friends, watch Netflix. So I have watched so many Netflix TV series since March, since, wala naman masyadong gagawin. And yes, my favorite TV series is Hunting of Hill House. Have you heard about that? I love horror movies a lot and scared myself. So, and minsan na natitira pa ako sa office sa Boni Campus hanggang 9 o'clock p.m. So, sometimes it's really creeps me out. So, I run before what else? Read books. So my favorite movie and favorite book is the Maze Runner trilogy. So if you heard about it, I'm so sure that's popular among you guys. And then I'm a heliophilia, so I love staying under the sun every morning, every lunchtime kasi magiging sunog na ako nun. So just to receive some vitamin D every morning. So that's all about me, and I have few three online classroom ground rules. Have I like you guys to always participate during our class. So students must contribute to the conversations and then respect. So respect one another. I don't want to hear hate speech from you guys talking about bad things to each other. So especially right now, we are all adjusting in this new setting. So I'm expecting you guys to be compassionate with one another. Okay. So next and last is help. So ask for help if you are having a problem, if you need help from us, technical problem, internet problem, just let us know so that we can provide you help or we can actually know your situation. Okay, so about the time where you can actually message me, I'm approachable, but please don't message me at the middle of the night, like around 3 kasi I believe we need to sleep or have a rest naman, 'di ba? So I will accept queries from Mondays to Fridays. So just give me a heads up and not just paggabi tsaka nyo ako i-text or i-chat. Okay? So that's all from me. Any question from you guys? So about turning on your camera. So a lot of my students were asking, sir, are we allowed to turn on or turn off our camera during our session? Sabi ko, it's okay if you like to turn it on or turn it off. But during our recitation, if I'm asking you to turn on your camera and then answer my question, then definitely you'll have to turn it on. Miss Micah Ilaw is here. So that's all. And if you're experiencing some internet problem during the session, just let me know. You can go out and then rejoin the classroom. It's totally fine with me. Kung hindi ka makaka-attend due to PLDT's internet problem, it's okay as well as long as you let me know. Okay, so that's all from me. How about you guys? Anyone who'd like to introduce yourself, or do you have questions muna before we proceed to your introductions? Any question? I can see a lot of you guys are ready for introduction, or do you have questions? It's okay if you have questions. Mr. Ryan Joshua, do you have? Pengi naman kami niyan, Mr. Sarmiento. Is that a coffee? Okay. Anyone? No question so far. So, huwag kayong mahihiya. So, it's just me. I'm not a very strict professor and I'm also not very passive professor. So, if you're having a problem, you can. Are you okay, Mr. Erickson? Seems like you're still sleepy. Okay, so let's start with our introduction since I'm not expecting any question from you guys. So, who'd like to introduce first yung bigla nagto-turn off ng camera? Okay. I check our group chat and I believe that Miss Joanna is Miss Joanna your class representative or your president?
Sir, good morning
Anyone?
po.
Yes. Yes.
Class
Sino yung
representative
binabanggit ko? Mhm.
po.
Okay, class representative. Nalilito ako sa mga pangalan niyo minsan kasi chine-check ko din sa class list dati. So, let me check first. Hmm. Mhm. Ikaw. Ikaw nga yung class representative. So, would you like to do the honor of introducing yourself first?
Ayun
Yung
po,
tatawanan ka ni Caleb.
I am Joanna Jerusalem po from Taguig City and I am 20 years
Mhm.
old po. Kung tatanungin niyo po ako kung ano po yung naramdaman ko ngayong pandemic, actually sir, hindi po talaga masaya kasi Alam naman po nating lahat na hindi ko po matatawag na blessing or lesson or kung ano man yung gusto nilang itawag sa pandemic kasi parang sa loob ng pandemic na 'to, sobrang daming nagutom, sobrang daming namatay, sobrang daming nakulong, sobrang daming, um, nasagasaan ng pandemic na 'to. So, parang hindi ko po talaga siya matawagin na blessing or lesson katulad po nung sinasabi ng ibang tao. Marami rin pong kinuhang buhay yung pandemic. So, parang sobrang sakit lang po sa mga taong nawalan na aatin pa po nating tawagin yung pandemic na blessing or bigay ni Lord na malalagpasan lang din. Ganon, sir. And, um, parang gusto ko lang din po sabihin, sir, na okay lang din naman po maging positive ngayong pandemic. Pero sana po, rational positivity. Hindi po yung reckless positivity na okay lang yan, malalampasan mo yan. Pag may nawala, ganun lang din, may dadagdag lang din. Yung parang ganun, sir. Kasi ang dami ko pong nakakita na ganun na nag-share, na nagpo-post. Pero parang para sa akin po, mali po yung ganung positivity. Kasi parang di po parang ini-invalidate po natin yung mga pain na naramdaman po ng mga taong nawalan at mga taong may hinihinging hustisya sa panahon ng pandemya. And, yun lang, sir. Yun lang po yung ano ko po.
Okay, thank you, Miss Joanna, for telling us your thoughts. Miss Masilang is here with us now. Okay, so anything else? How about your hobbies during the pandemic?
Ang hobbies po is nanonood lang din po tapos po nagbabasa. Yun lang man po madalas kong gawin kasi hindi nga po nakakalabas and limited lang din po yung meron sa bahay.
You're right. You're right. Okay. Well, it's nice to meet you, Miss Joanna. Thank you for your wonderful introduction. So, and I'm going to move on to another person. I'm going to call. I think Miss Camille Joyce Pakuan is ready here. She's very much alive. I can see. Miss Camille, would you like to introduce yourself?
Ayun, sir.
Ayan, hello
Sabi
po.
ni Miss Camille.
Good morning
Yes,
po.
yes. Go ahead.
Tinawag po kasi nung nanay ko po ay Camille Joyce Pakuan. So po, and hobbies po during pandemic po. Well, nanonood lang din po ako Netflix. And recently po nag-aral po ako mag-embroidery. Yan po yung natutunan ko nung pandemic.
Wow.
Yan lang po.
Anything else? Okay, that's fine. So, well, thank you for your introduction. Nice to meet you, Miss Camille. I gather all of you guys already known each other since magkakabla kayo or may bago dito? May bago ba dito, Miss Joanna?
Sir, wala
Meron
naman
po,
po.
sir.
Wala naman.
Ay,
Meron.
po, sir.
Sino?
Meron po pala. Sorry po.
Sino? Sino yung bago?
Ako po, sir.
Miss Joyce. Okay. So, mamaya i-welcome ka namin, Miss Joyce. Okay. So, thank you, Miss Camille, okay, for your introduction. How about from boys naman? So, from our boys, tawag tayo. Miss Caleb Paragas. Miss Caleb Paragas, I'm just curious, are you um, related to one of our co-faculties?
Yes po, sir.
Oh, is this Miss Paragas?
Apa.
Kano naman si Ma'am Paragas?
Oh.
Oh, no-pressure ako bigla. Miss Paragas, Ma'am Paragas is our dean before in psychology, in CAS pala rather. So, yes. Okay, so how about you, Mr. Caleb Paragas? Can you kindly introduce yourself?
So ako po si Caleb Paragas, 20 years old po. Bali yung pandemic is siguro yung Among Us, sinungaling. Yung mga kasama ko diyan, bet naka-off yung camera ng mga kasama ko diyan. ano, Naging vampiran na din po ako kasi minsan 4:00 na po ako natulog. Parang kanina, sir. Muntik po
Hindi
ako
ko
mali.
kaya yun. Hindi ko kaya
Ayun
yun.
lang po, sir.
Okay, so well, it's nice to meet you, Caleb. Regards na lang kay Ma'am Paragas. So, kilala ko ni Ma'am Paragas. Okay, so Among Us is so popular nowadays. Even I actually play it whenever I have free time. So, nice to meet you, Caleb. Next, I want to ask Mr. Enrico Sarmiento. Can you please introduce yourself? I believe nasa labas ka pala ng bahay.
Yes po, sir.
Hello. Good
Um,
morning.
21 years old po, tapos nahilig po ako magbasa ng mga libro about science and
Mhm.
manood din sa YouTube about.
Hindi kita naririnig, Mr. Enrico. Medyo malayo yung.
Okay,
Yan.
okay. So,
Nawala naman siya. Hello?
sir. Sir,
Yes. Okay. Yes. I can hear you now.
my name is Enrico Sarmiento, 21 years old, tapos mahilig po ako magbasa ng mga libro, especially sci-fi tsaka fantasy. Tapos manood din po ng mga
Mhm.
YouTube videos on science din,
Mhm.
tsaka
Mhm. Mhm.
news. Mahilig,
Mhm.
gusto ko po talaga kasi ma-maintain up to date sa mga nangyayari sa paligid. Tsaka, I love writing din as my hobby. I write
Wow.
poetry and short stories. Tapos, how I, tsaka mahilig din po ako manood ng Netflix, especially fantasy. Favorite ko po
Mhm.
is
Mhm.
Dark Crystal. Tsaka,
Mhm. Mhm.
ano, um, Black Mirror and
Mhm.
Stranger Things. So,
Stranger Things.
I feel parang ang weird ng pandemic kasi never never nakaranas ako ng ganito. No one nakaranas ng ganito in a long time. Tsaka parang na-shock ako gaano kabilis at gaano katagal to nangyari. Gaano kabilis siya nagsimula and gaano katagal siya nag-stay in this way na ganito kalala. And syempre, medyo na-distress ako kasi um, marami kasing opportunities para tumulong pero ayaw rin akong patulungin for
Of
my own
course.
safety.
Of course, for your sake then.
Pero kung ako lang, sir, I would have
Mhm.
tumulong na ako sa contact tracer or something.
Mhm.
Kasi
Mhm.
ayoko lang tingnan. And for my free time, naglalaro lang din ako ng ML and other mobile games. Yun lang po, sir.
Okay. Well, nice to meet you, Mr. Sarmiento. So it's okay. We can actually help in other way naman. So, I think nag-aalala lang din sa iyo yung mga parents mo if you're going to volunteer or do some assistance. So kasi hindi rin biro-biro yung virus ngayon. Okay. So it's nice to meet you and let's move on to another person, Miss Micah Ilao. Is it Ilao? How to pronounce properly your last name?
Sir, yes, it's ilaw po. May
Ilao, okay.
ilaw.
Mhm.
Sir, ilaw po. I am 20 years old. So, yung necessary infos po is ugong Pasig, tapos
Mhm,
meron
mhm.
akong kapatid. Well, I think, yeah, 5 kapatid. Tapos, tatlong lalaki, isang babae, tas yung girl is kakambal ko. So, yun lang naman po. So, yung thoughts ko about this pandemic, sir, is, I mean, honestly, sinisisi ko talaga yung gobyerno since I know na may part yung
Okay.
mga tao. Pero hindi naman tatagal yung pandemic kung meron silang concrete plan. And sinara talaga nila kaagad yung borders
I
ng
know how it
Pilipinas.
feels. Mhm.
Nakakainis.
Well, it's
Tapos yun,
beyond our
sir,
control. And go.
hobbies ko po, pero ngayon nawawalan po ako ng gana gumawa, like mag-paint kasi feeling ko, so bakit ko itutuloy? So, yun
So,
po.
wag naman gano'n. Okay, small. Anong nangyayari sa'yo, Sir Ryan? Are you okay? Um, yeah, Miss Micah, well, small progress is still a progress. So, don't tell that to yourself na hindi ka magaling. So, we all start as a beginner. So, yung mga bata nga, nag-umpisa sila sa mga stick-stick na tao and no one is criticizing them. Ano ba yan? Bakit ang pangit yan? Well, because we know that they are just beginners. So, from there, syempre, yung nag-umpisa tayo. So, try lang. So, small steps and then in the future, makikita mo yung sarili mo, you're progressing and then you'll be amazed kung ano yung na-achieve mo na progress. So, it's fine. But of course, hindi mo naman kailangan din puwersahin yung sarili mo to step to have a big step. Okay? So no one is actually forcing you at the same time. Okay? So just keep exploring
Thank
your
you, sir.
interest, yes, and don't ever tell bad things about yourself. Pengi naman kami niyan, Miss Ken Floor. Anong kape mo ba dyan? Okay. So, well,
Gatas
thank you,
po,
Miss
gatas.
Gatas lang pala. Okay, Miss Maika Ilao, thank you for your introduction. And about the government action, even I myself, I'm quite disappointed about how this whole pandemic, kung paano nila hinandle yung pandemic. Sorry, saglit lang. Hmm. Okay. So yun nga. But anyway, so all we need to do right now is focus on on the things that we can control and avoid, spending too much time in social media. Sometimes it helps to avoid muna or to lessen our time using those platforms. Okay, so since si Miss Ken Flor ay nagkakape kanina, so si Miss Ken Flor, can you please introduce yourself now?
Good morning po.
Morning.
Naririnig po ba ako?
Oh, narinig ka namin.
Ayan. Good morning po. My name is Ken Flor from Pasig City po, 20 years old. So, yung na-realize ko lang po this pandemic is yung kung gaano ka-importante lahat ng bagay na meron tayo before. Like, even small things po na lalabas ka ng bahay and you'll meet with your friends, bonding, ganon. Kung gaano po kahalaga yung time na binibigay po natin sa mga tao na nakakasalamuhan natin. And including physical touch po, like hugging your friends, yung mga beso-beso po namin pag-uwi, mga ganon. Yung mga ginagawa po namin before na sobrang hindi na pwede ngayon kasi alam mo yung risk kung gagawin mo yon. So yun po, ang hobby ko naman po ngayong time ng pandemic, nanonood po ng anime. As you can see, ano pa po ba? Nag-start na po rin ako magtahe pero hindi ko na po tinuloy kasi nga bigla pong nagpasukan. But yun po, gusto ko rin pong ituloy yung katulad po ni Ilaw, shout out kay Ilaw. Naniniwala po
Kayla.
ako sa kanya na magaling siya
Yes, we all
kasi
believe.
kasama ko na rin po siya before. Kaya ayun po, interested po ako sa arts. Lang po.
Yeah, okay. Well, nice to meet you and thank you for your introduction as well, Miss Ken Flor and Miss Michaela. So, kagaya ng sinabi ko kanina, so ituloy nyo lang kung ano yung mga interest nyo right now. It's a good distraction for everyone to pursue whatever interest you have during pandemic. So, kagaya ng sinabi ni Miss Joanna, it's hard for us to accept that this kind of thing, the kind of situation we have currently, we can actually say na blessing ba siya or curse. So it's hard for us to determine, but it's one thing for sure for us, I think, nasa sa atin kung paano natin i-entertain yung mga bagay-bagay ngayong pandemic. Okay? So, nice to meet you then, Miss Ken Flor. You can continue sipping your gatas. And we can now proceed to Miss Camille Joyce Pakuan. You have a really cute dog. Yes. Ah,
Sir, tapos
I
na po.
believe you're done. Yes, okay. So,
Yes.
yes, I'm actually drawn, my attention drawn to your dog. Okay, so
So,
yes, well, next is Mr. Ryan Joshua Mangaliag o how to pronounce your last name?
Good morning po. Good morning po, sir. Rinig po ako.
Yes, rinig ka namin.
Ay, sir. Ang last name ko po is Mangalyag po.
Mangaliag. Okay, Mr.
Okay, sir.
Mangaliag. Okay.
My name po is Ryan Joshua Mangalyag. Ano ba yung age ko? Age ko po is 21. I'm currently living po sa Mandaluyong for school purposes and for work purposes po. Pero originally po, nakatira po ako sa Laguna. And hobbies during pandemic, ginawa ko ng pandemic. Ayun po, I watched a couple of personality lectures sa YouTube by Dr. Jordan Peterson. Nakatapos din po ako dahil din sa pandemic, nakatapos po ako ng 3 novels na 12 Rules for Life, 1984, and Crimes and Punishment. And during din po sa 6 months of pandemic, nagme-make po ako ng songs, nagpo-produce po ako ng songs, and po yung my escape, yung my go-to for my reality. And and for the meantime din po, I want to make my pandemic din po as much as productive as possible, even though hindi ko naman siya pina-priority dahil nga alam niyo, it's very depressing na rin naman yung pandemic, and I try to tawag doon, nag-study rin kami, meron din kami like may grupo kami, and we studied with yung theories of personality, and it's kind of a bummer din po na last semester, and napakaganda po ng mga core subjects, and unfortunately hindi po natapos, and sayang lang talaga. It's super interesting, and ayun po, and tinry namin na mag-delve in din sa ganong parts para lang in a bit make my pandemic to be productive po. And ayun lang po.
Okay. Well, it's nice to meet you, Mr. Ryan.
Nice
I heard you finished reading 1984.
Yes, for sure.
Haven't finished it yet. So I actually plan to finish it last year, pero ang dami ko kasing tambak na libro din. So hindi ko matapos-tapos yung mga libro na gustong tapusin. Yes, so I have the Game of Thrones trilogy. Hanggang ngayon di ko pa rin siya natatapos. Well, I finished Maze Runner. Kahit paulit-ulit na yung Maze Runner sa akin. Nung pandemic, tinapos ko ulit yung Maze Runner. So yeah, so thank you for introducing yourself, Mr. Ryan Joshua.
Thank you rin po, sir.
Yes, okay. So next here, sino tong nakita ko na may posa kanina? I forgot na. Anyway, so magtatawag na naman ako randomly. So, Mr. Eric Torres, I believe you can start with your introduction.
Hello po. My name
Hello?
is
Yes.
Eric Paul P. Torres. Age ko po is 22. And hobbies ko po during pandemic, marami-rami po. Isa na po dun yung panonood ng series sa Netflix. Like, minsan po nakakatapos po ako ng series sa isang araw. Pero yung mga isang season lang po, ganun. Then with 10 or 13 episodes. And after po nung watching ko po is nagkaroon din po ako ng interest sa streaming. Kaso,
Oh,
yung latter part po ng pandemic, medyo ginib up ko po kasi nagkaroon po ako ng work as a call center agent po. Tapos ayun, biglang nagkaroon ng announcement na September 14 nga daw po yung
may
start
pasok.
ng flexible learning.
Mhm.
Ayun po. And yung expectation ko po about psych class or psych assessment class, hindi ko po masabi kasi po wala pa po akong idea, pero
It's okay.
magmumukhang gera po kasi feeling ko po hindi po siya kayang i-comprehend ng or yung tinatawag na self-study lang. Kasi po naniniwala po ako na marami pong types ng learning and meron po dun yung mas pabor sa yung may nagtuturo sa kanya or may tumutulong sa kanya. Meron din naman mga tao na mas effective sa kanila yung self-learning or self-study. Kaya yun po yung expectation ko na is magiging mahirap po talaga. Hindi lang po sa klase natin, sa ibang klase natin. Especially po sa mga klase na bibihira lang po kami. Yung puro paggawa lang po ng paggawa ng activities, walang turo. Ganon. Yun lang po. And
Well,
last po,
yes.
gusto lang, pwede po mag-shoutout.
Oh, sure. Go.
Shoutout po kay Lace Matabalan, happy birthday sa'yo.
Sino to?
Lace Matabalan po.
Uy, kanta naman natin. Kanta naman natin, Chris, ng happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday!
Happy
Okay.
birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Lace!
birthday, Lace!
Mag-grab naman ng food.
Happy birthday, Lace.
Thank you po.
Download
Thank you
na lang
so
natin
much.
yung
Birthday,
food.
Lace.
Happy birthday. Okay, so shout out ni Mr. Eric Torres, si Miss I'm so sorry. Are you Miss or Mr.?
Miss po, sir.
Okay, I understand. Okay, so Miss Lace, happy birthday. So thank you, Mr. Torres, for your introduction. I just have one question. Nag-work ka pa rin ba? Hanggang
Kasi po hindi na rin ko kaya ng schedule.
so you give up working?
Yes po.
Okay. So I actually admire all students right now, who's working and at the same time chose to study even with the height of pandemic. So I myself, I'm working right now and at the same time studying din. So it's really hard for me to adjust to multiple roles, especially right now. So kinikilabutan ako minsan sa mga schedules natin kasi hindi ko alam kung magkakaroon na ba ako ng ibang pagkatao o kailangan ko na hatiin yung sarili ko just to fit all the schedules properly. But anyway, so we're all adjusting right now. So kapit bisig na lang mga kapatid. Okay, so let's have Miss Lace Matabalan since it's your birthday. Happy birthday. So wish you all the best. Wish you survive the pandemic and God bless you. Okay, yun na. Okay. Yes, it's your turn to introduce yourself.
Yun po, good morning po sir and sa mga kaklase ko din. So my name is Lace Archel P. Matabalan and I'm 21 years old today. And yung hobby ko po during pandemic is nanonood po ng anime,
Tapos pa-practice din po mag-gitara. Tsaka, yun po, nung pandemic din po, tumulong ako sa tito ko na gumawa po ng mask. Yung washable. Oh, sorry. Mask.
Trouble. Oh.
Yes po.
Mhm.
And then, yung expectation ko po is, yun nga po, wala rin po kasi akong idea kung ano yung magiging matutunan namin. Siyempre po, lahat po kami nag-expect na marami po kaming matutunan and matulungan po kami na ma-applyin sa course namin, sir.
Okay. Well,
Thank you po. Yun
is
lang.
that all? Well,
Yes po.
yes, thank you, Miss Lay. So, good job for creating a washable mask right now. Kasi since all people need mask. So, and reusable mask. Hello po, Mami, Nisa niya. Okay. Yes. So it's nice to meet you, Miss Lay. So yes, Miss Senya. Okay.
Good morning.
Yes, nice to meet you. Yes, good morning. Happy birthday ulit, Lays. Good morning, Miss Senya. So can kindly please introduce yourself to us.
Hi, my name is Maria Senya May Gugma, 20 years old, nakatira po sa Pasay. And yung hobbies ko po ngayong pandemic is katulad din po ng karamihan nanonood po ng series sa Netflix. Kaso mabagal lang po ako. So far, madami na rin po kahit na mabagal.
Okay. Mhm.
Tapos, maliban po doon, nag-try po ako mag-crochet. Tapos, malabo na po yung mata ko. Pinahirapan ko pa po. Nag-huminto na lang po ako.
Mhm.
Nag-try din po ako na ano ba matrinay ko? Ngayon po gumagawa po ng cookies. Kasama po yung
nice.
tatad
Pengi
ko.
naman kami.
Bili na lang po kayo.
Oh, bili na lang po kayo. Nasingit mo pa yun, ha?
Kailangan po kumita. Ayun
It's
lang
okay.
po. Yung expectation ko din po is, kagaya din po nung sinabi ng ilan kong kaklase, mahirap pong sabi na expectation, lalo na sa situation po ngayon sa setup. Katulad ko po, hindi ko po kaya, may mga times na hirap pong aralin ng isang subject, tapos parang kailangan ko ng guidance ng iba, kailangan ko magtanong sa prof. So, challenging po siya. At looking forward na lang po ako na kahit na ganito yung situation, matututo pa rin po kami. Ayun lang.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Senya, for your introduction. Pengi naman muna kami ng free taste bago kami bumili, di ba? Okay. So you're from Pasay. Ang layo. Well, lahat naman kayo from Mandaluyong, di ba? From Boni Campus. Kasi walang P eh. Oo. So, okay. So, akala ko, you're from Pasig. So, Pasig Campus kasi ako. Okay, so nice to meet you, Miss Senya. I just noticed that karamihan sa atin na-drone yung attention sa mga arts, sa pagbe-bake, no? So, ngayong pandemic kasi talaga, mas na-explore natin yung sarili natin because we have a lot of time right now. Okay, well, thank you. Nice to meet you, Miss Senya. So, how about Mr. Abestado? Is Mr. Abestado here?
Hello po, sir.
Yes.
Good morning po. Good morning, classmates. So, I'm Erickson M. Abistado. I am 21 years old and from Makati City po. Yung hobbies ko po during this pandemic po, sorry po maingay po
Fine.
Nakapag-vlog po, tapos po nanonood din po ng mga series and movies sa Netflix. Tapos po I love music, mahilig po akong kumanta, and
Sample.
wala. Pagod, sir, pagod. Puyat.
Pagod. Next session
Sige.
natin, ha?
Next time po. Sige po, sir.
Okay.
And
Si-
expectation ko po sa subject na to, syempre, katulad din po ng sinabi ng iba, mahirap po magbigay ng expectation kasi nga po wala kami idea dito. Pero naniniwala naman po akong matututo kami at kailangan namin tong pag-aralan kasi in the future magagamit po namin to.
Yes,
Yan lang
yes.
po.
Okay. Well, nice to meet you, Mr. Agustado. Of you guys saying na it's hard to establish expectation kasi wala man kami talagang background about psych assessment. So, I'm so sorry, Mr. Abistado. I can see someone in your background. Is that a puppet or some sort? Medyo kinakabahan ako eh. Away from, yes, yeah, yung sa right side mo.
Si Mr. Castillo po.
Kinabahan ako. Mukha kasing ulo ng puppet.
Si Mr. Castillo po yan.
Okay. Medyo takot kasi ako sa puppet. So, okay. So, kaya medyo, trigger ko siya. Okay. So, nice to meet you, Mr. Erickson Obistado. And next, to introduce,
Thank you, sir.
yes, next to introduce, Mr. It's Miss Camille Forones. Yes.
Hello po. Good morning po, sir. Good morning po.
Yes. Really.
So actually po, I'm Camille Paranes, 20 years old. Nandito po ako ngayon sa Makati po. Currently working po as assistant po sa dermatology clinic. So I'm studying at the same time working po. Hobbies ko po during pandemic, ito po. Nung start po kasi nung June, so nagbalik po yung services ng clinic. So nag-work po ako noon. And isa po ako sa nung July po, nag-positive po ako sa rapid test. Which fortunately negative naman po sa swab. So yun po, nakaka-stress po siya and same time ang lungkot po kasi po mararanasan mo po yung hindi naman po sinasabi na yung tipong iiwasan ka po ng tao. Well, since prevention nga po, ganyan, sa bahay po, ganyan. Pero, ang sakit lang po isipin na kapag positive ka po, ganun. Pero, natutunan ko din po namang natuto din po ako dito maging maingat din po. So, ngayon po, ang aking expectation, sana po matuto kami. Especially po ako, since I'm working po. Yan lang, sir.
So, well, ingatan mo yung sarili mo lagi, Miss Camille. May I know, I missed the part. How old are you exactly? If you don't know.
20 years old.
20 years old. So you're just working as an assistant.
Yes po.
I see. Well, saludo kami sa'yo. So, as well as because, yes, you're working at the same time. Okay. So, well, nice to meet you, Miss Camille Forones. So, tama naman, no? Forones is how you pronounce your last name. Okay. So, nice to meet you. Yon. So, thank you. And si Miss Patricia Glorio pala yung may pusa. Pusa ba yan o aso? Kanina ko pa kasi nakikita.
Aso po, sir. Nagpapabuhat po
Aso
eh.
ba?
Ang kulit.
Okay. So, yes. Can you please introduce yourself and your doggy, your pet dog?
Hello po, sir. I'm Patricia Denise Glorio po, 20 years old, from Balik-Balik, Sampaloc, Manila po. Ngayon po pandemic, sir, madami pong nagbago actually, lalo na po sa life po namin. Ngayon po araw-araw po kami nagluluya, sir. Tapos may prutas na rin po dapat kami. Tapos vitamins po, sir.
Tapos po, ngayon po pandemic, mahilig po akong magluto kaya nag-eeksperimento po ako sa kusina namin. Tapos ngayon po, ako po yung nagpe-prepare ng pan-diet na baon ng kuya ko po, sir. Para po sa work niya. Tapos po, nilalaro ko din po minsan yung aso namin. Tapos nagbabasa din po, sir. Yun lang po.
Okay. What's the name of your dog? Hello? Yes. What's the name of your dog, Miss Patricia?
Peachy po, sir.
Ang cute naman ng pangalan. Fit sa sa characteristic ng dog mo. Si Miss Camille din meron eh. Siberian Husky, right? So yung aso. Yung akin,
Yes. Yes po,
yes.
sir.
May aso din kami. It's a mixed breed of German Shepherd tsaka Golden Retriever. So, pag tinatawag namin Gecko. So, kasi nga mixed breed siya. Pero hindi successful yung breeding eh kasi parang hindi na-activate yung characteristics nung dalawang aso. Kasi both breeds malaki yung yung pinanggalingan pero hindi. Ewan namin bakit. Okay. Well, nice to meet you, Miss Patricia Denise. Next to introduce, we have here, actually, parang lahat na nakikita. Miss Lorena. Miss Lorena Gasataya.
Good morning po, sir.
Morning.
Naririnig niyo po ako?
Naririnig ka namin.
Hindi po ba nag-echo?
Hindi naman.
I'm Lorena Wayne Gasataya, 20 years old po. And ang hobby ko po during pandemic is, yun lang po, typical lang po yung makinig lang po ng music and kapag nasa mood, mag-drawing din po. Ayun po. Ano ba? Ano ba ito? Vacation story po. Wala naman po masyadong maganda nangyari. Nagbantay lang po ako ng pamangkin ko. Mga pamangkin ko. And yun. Nakikipaglaro din po ako. Ganyan.
Okay, that's funny. So, yung iba nga lola din yung inaalagaan nila, lola nila. Take good care of our family members. So, Miss Patricia Denise told us earlier that she prepared baon for his school. So, and we are now exploring a lot of foods, healthy foods to reinforce our physical health. So our immune system. Okay, so nice to meet you, Miss Lorena. Okay, and yes, nice to meet you. So next to introduce is Miss Krishna Iana Morales. So
yun. Good morning, sir. Rinig po ba ako, sir?
Naririnig ka namin. Good morning.
Ayun. So, my name is Krishna Iana Jean M. Morales po. 20 years old sa Mandaluyong City. So, yung na-realize ko lang din po ngayon, pahirap po ng walang ipon, walang savings. Kasi, even my parents po, first time po maranasan to. Then, nung naranasan na po namin, ang laking pag-a-adjust po nung ginawa namin. Even sa meal namin, talagang tipid po kami. Kasi, yun nga po, wala kaming sapat na savings ng mapambibili namin ng mga needs namin. So, yun po yung na-realize ko, sir, na kapag nakagraduate ka, dapat you need to save money para na rin po in future preferences na rin po. Na if ever man na mangyari po ulit to, is hindi ka na po mahihirapan kung saan ka kukuha ng pera pambili ng mga needs. So yung expectation ko rin, sir, ayun nga po, mahirap kasi hindi po ako talaga magaling pagdating sa self-study. So thank you kay Pat, kay Pat Glorio, kasi nung August, nagbabasa-basa po kami ng TOP and lagi niya po akong tinutulungan kapag may hindi talaga ako maintindihan. So, thank you din sa mga friends ko Ayan, lagi ako nagtatanong kapag may di ako alam.
Study.
So, yun lang, sir.
Yes, nice to meet you, Miss Krishna. I agree with you. It's so hard na naabutan ka yung ibang tao nung pandemyang ito na wala talagang saving. So I myself actually experienced it firsthand nung February after ng week ng birthday ko, February 17 ata. Tsaka lang ako napunta ng RTU. So, by the way, I'm a newbie professor talaga. But, yes. Uh, yes. So, nung February 17, so after nung week ng birthday ko and nung week mismo na nag-resign ako doon sa current job ko, sa BGC, sa Ford, kaharap ng St. Luke's. So, nung mismong buwan na yon, February, wala pa ako talaga sweldo sa RTU. So, ang meron lang ako is yung savings ko, kaunting savings ko from my from the company where I worked before. And then, yun lang yung pinagkakasya ko every day. So, naranasan ko nun na mawalan ng yung tumatakbo ko sa gitna ng kalsada na hindi ko napansin, wala na pala akong gas, wala na akong gasolina. So and then I check my wallet kung meron pa akong panggasolina. Wala na akong panggasolina talaga. So parang naawa din ako sa sarili ko nun. And then I promised to myself na I should save money more kasi hindi mo nga alam kung ano yung mangyayari sa'yo in the future or ano yung kakaharapin nating sakuna. So it's a nice attitude to save money. So right now, since meron na akong new work and I'm receiving salary from RTU, so it's a nice way to provide a source of income to my family. So yun. Okay, so nice to meet you, Miss Krishna. I advise you guys to form a study group in one particular subject, especially in psych assessment. So, kasi nung time namin, we don't do that. Wala kaming parang study group or study body. Parang bahala ka dyan, mag-aral ka ganun. So, we're completely divided. Parang ganun sa block namin. And I actually regret na nung time namin, hindi kami nagkaroon ng ganong parang unity inside the block. So, sino yung matalino, sino yung laging sino yung laging top, parang sila yung kino-consider lagi na walang pakialam sa iba. Pero I see the benefit of having a group study. So kung sino yung talaga nakakaintindi, help one another, it's a good practice. So I encourage you guys. Kasi we're all in this together. Kasi ang hirap din na mag-aral ng psych assessment. To be honest, looking at the modules, yung mga PowerPoints and then the references, ang hirap, hindi ko ma-imagine kung paano ko siya ita-transfer. Yung transfer of learning, parang hindi ko ma-imagine kung paano ko siya ibabato sa inyo sa mga susunod nating meeting. Pero we'll see. So next, nice to meet you, Miss Morales, and thank you for your introduction. So who else? Miss Faith Aranzanso. Is it right?
Yes po, sir. Good morning po, sir. My name is Faith Ann Aranzanza po. 30 years old from Quezon City po, sir. Hobby. This pandemic po, mas nahilig po ako sa anime series, ganyan. Tapos Netflix movies din po, sir. Tapos, nakahiligan ko din po yung pag-play ng flute, sir. Flute po. Tapos,
pag-play ng flute? Flute?
Apo.
Flute.
Tapos, sir, yung detective files po. Kasi, nagsimula yun po nung nanonood ako ng Detective Conan. Tapos, ayun, nahilig ako sa mga detective files, unsolved cases, ganyan. Tapos, ano ba? Yung pag-frisbee, sir. Kaso kasi, outdoor activity, kaya hindi po nakakapaglaro ng frisbee, ganyan. Nakakamiss lang din po. Tapos, ba? Ayun lang naman po, sir.
Okay. Well, thank you for your introduction. So, anime fan din ako. So, if you heard about Psycho-Pass in Netflix, so the binge watch ko siya. Ang ganda, by the way. So, kapag napanood nyo yung Psycho-Pass, you can see, you're watching then? Who's watching? Derek Torres, you're watching Psycho-Pass. So, may copy ako if you want copy. So, you can, Mr. Eric Sarmiento as well. Mr. Who else? So that's actually a very good concept. No, I like the concept. It looks like pwede mo siyang i-fit sa psych assessment part. So how people measure the crime coefficient of people in the society. So napaka-broad nung konsepto niya. Pero if you're going to look at it in a different lens, so ma-apply mo talaga. And pag pinapanood ko siya paulit-ulit, sobrang amazing. So, animes help us to get through with our boredom as well, and we get pengi po copy, sir. Sure. We got so many lessons from you two as well. Okay, no problem. Pag nagkita-kita tayo in face-to-face. I'm so excited to see you guys actually in face-to-face. So, medyo nakukulangan ako pag online eh. Parang hindi ko kayo maramdaman, to be honest, right now. Though nakikita ko yung facial expressions nyo. So for me, ang pinaka-importante sa akin, most likely, makita ko yung mga facial reactions nyo and to hear your voice. In my other class, I opt them to write an essay. It's understanding the self. So from there, reading their essays, mas nararamdaman ko yung estudyante ko, their thoughts. Oh, hi, Kitty Cat of Mr. Sarmiento. Okay, so nice to meet you, Miss Aranzan. So, and moving forward to another person here, Miss Senia, I'm done with Miss Senia. Miss Tisado. Miss Tisado, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I'm Micah Jenzerel po. 20 years old, taga Pasig City. So, ngayong pandemic, sir, nood-nood lang. Gaya nga po ng sinabi ng iba kanina, this pandemic is too depressive. So, I try to divert my attention by watching. Pero as much as possible, I don't watch film or series that could trigger my emotions. So, mga light lang yung plot ganun, sir. So, I also enjoyed cooking abang quarantine, sir. So, also, sir, aside from watching, I also enjoyed talking to my friends despite the situation kasi we find some time to release yung mga thoughts na nagbabother sa amin. So, I'm so thankful for them. So, yun lang po, sir.
Okay. Well, thank you for your introduction, Miss Micah. So, so many of you guys nakatira sa Pasig. I'm just curious. You're from which part of Pasig, Miss Tesado?
San Miguel, sir.
San Miguel, malapit lang sa amin. Currently residing here in Pinagbuhatan. Don't worry, hindi dun sa dulo ng Pinagbuhatan where madami.
Sir, si Nicole na po taga Pinagbuhatan.
Taga Pinagbuhatan din. Okay. So, okay. So, pag may problema, pwedeng lumapit. Okay. Okay. So, nice to meet you, Miss Tisado. The next to introduce
you,
is
sir.
Miss CB. Is this right? Miss CB Gladen May.
CB po. Yes.
Ano?
I'm glad. Good morning, sir.
CB
I'm
ba?
glad that
Sorry.
CB.
Paano ipa-pronounce yung pangalan mo?
CB po.
Okay. So, okay, go ahead.
CB po. Gladen CB.
CB.
Good morning, sir. I'm Gladen CB.
Sorry.
I'm 20 years old. Okay lang po. I love to hang out with my friends pre-quarantined and I enjoy watching series and a fan of sci-fi. Um, this quarantine, YouTube and Pinterest became my best friends. I
Same.
discover new recipes and I love to bake now. And ayun po, na-strengthen system ko yung mga friends ko dyan. Mas lalo kami naging magka-close to them. Ano pa ba? Yun lang po, sir. And I expect you po to be considerate kasi yun nga po. This pandemic is so challenging for us and lahat po tayo nag-a-adjust and ganun din po sa akin or sa amin, sir. Pwede po kayo mag-expect na maging interactive kami
Okay.
sa'yo. That's all,
Thank you,
sir.
Miss CB, for your introduction. Kanina pinagmamasdan ko yung mga mukha nyo. Yung iba gumagalaw. Tapos, one particular is your picture, Miss CB. I thought yung mismong yan, yung ganyang setup mo, yan na yung profile picture mo. Kasi minsan natitingin-tingin ako doon sa iba, gumagalaw. Tapos pag natitingin ako sa'yo, hindi gumagalaw. Tapos nung sabi ko, can you please introduce yourself? Biglang gumalaw. Sabi ko, ha? Kala ko profile niya yon, kala ko picture, yun pala. Kasi talagang pag naabutan ka ng mata ko, sobrang tagal, parang hindi gumagalaw.
Sorry,
It's
sir.
okay.
Internet po ata
It's okay.
namin.
Okay, so who else? Actually, iba lang yung nakikita. Konti lang yung nakikita ko sa screen ko. So I need to check people from the list na. It's fine. We don't have to
Sorry.
say sorry.
Internet
Okay.
po ata namin.
Miss Hasmin Anyag. Which one is your first name? Which one is your surname? Jasmine or Anyag?
Jasmine po yung first name ko po.
Is this you? Grabe, ang bata mo naman.
Hello. Okay yan.
Okay. Grabe yung napaka-gifted naman, bata-bata, psych assessment na yung inaaral. Okay, Miss Anyag, can you please introduce yourself? Sabi mo siguro, ang dami namang sabi ni sir. Go!
I'm Jasmine Anyag. I'm 20. I'm from Tagaytay City. Tapos, nag-aral ako sa RTU kasi dun yung alma mater ng mother ko. Then,
Psych din si mom mo? Psych din?
hindi po. Parang accounting po yata siya or business administration. Tapos, ayun sir, ayoko po ng camera. So, hindi ko po binubuksan yung camera ko. I get very
It's
tense.
okay.
Sa camera
I'm
ako.
not forcing.
Thank you po. Nung hobbies ko po this pandemic, sobrang random ko. Ano na po talaga yung magustuhan ko. Tapos, I'm more on busy yung parents ko sa business nila. So, parang ako yung right hand dito. I do everything. I do the cooking, I do the cleaning. Ganun po. So, ayun, this pandemic, stressful po siya sa akin given na given na yung sa government and yung kulangan ng social interaction, para sa akin palaging stressful siya kasi space. Pero dahil nga sa maraming tao sa bahay and I have to do everything, nawawalan po ako ng time sa sarili ko. Tapos dun medyo nai-stress po ako sa ganun. Pero yung parang good side po sa akin, personally, kung bakit nagustuhan ko yung pandemic is because I can be with my dog. Kasi ako lang pinag-aalaga sa kanya. Tapos ayun po sir, bali po yung nalala ko lang po yung tanong niyo last week about bakit hindi ko po ginagamit yung surname ko. I'm in a
I remember, oo nga, okay.
very conservative po kasi yung society ko. I'm a pastor's child. So, lahat po nung kilos ko parang mabilis ma-point out. So, I keep my social media very private. As in, less than 100 lang po yung friends ko sa FB. So, yun lang po.
I see. No problem with that. Okay, so would like you to know, guys, na I don't force everyone to turn on their cameras. Okay, so this is just the time where I would like you to open your camera so that I can actually see all your facial reactions. Okay, but you can turn it off if you'd like. Okay, so that's a freedom that I grant to all of you. Okay, so who else? Since we're done with okay. So after Jasmine is Mr. Ariel Castillo. So Mr. Ariel Castillo, kindly please introduce yourself.
Um,
Go ahead.
Hi, sir. Good morning. My name is Ariel Castillo, 21 years old, and I'm from Alabang po. But right now po, I'm currently staying in Makati po with Mr. Adestado po. And my hobby during this pandemic po is filming and editing videos such as vlogging rin po. And also, interest ko po is arts and design since I always pay attention to details po. And my expectation po to this subject po, mahirap po talaga siya. Based na rin po sa mga nasabi po ng mga seniors namin. But based po sa experience ko, wala naman po sigurong mahirap na subject kung magaling po mag-simplify yung mga professors or teachers po namin. And and also, my COVID-19 story po, it is true po na mahirap po siya or mahirap po siya sa mga namatayan po, stressful po siya sa mga nag-positive or infected. But na rin po sa mga narinig ko kanina sa mga classmates ko. Meron po mga natutong mag-embroidery, natutong mag-gitara, natutong magluto. So it gives us a way, or this pandemic po gives us a way to learn something new po. So ayun po.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Ariel Castillo. I'm just curious, are you, how to say this, related to Mr. Erickson? Are you like cousin or some sort?
No sir, he's my boyfriend po.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so nice meeting you guys, and let's have another person to introduce. So good care of each other, Mr. Ariel and Mr. Erickson. So next is is this Mr. Alpha Rahalion, Mr. Right? Thank you, Mr. Ryan. So Mr. Alpha, can you please introduce yourself? Is he here with the wee bear profile picture? Mr. Alpha. Pagalawin mo yung screen mo kung nandyan ka. Guys, kailangan nating mag-pray. Kailangan nating mag-pray. Hindi natin siya maramdaman. Just kidding. Okay, so siguro mamaya na lang kapag okay na siya. Miss Sir, okay, ayan. Paramdam na siya. Di nagana mic ko. Okay, it's fine. So we can fix it while I'm calling someone. Okay, so how about Miss Gumbok, Jovi Rose? Are you ready?
Yes, sir. Good morning po.
Good morning, good morning. Yes.
I'm Jovi Rose Gumbok, 21 years old from Makati City po. Same thoughts po ako with Ken Flor sa pandemic. I really miss the face-to-face interaction with my friends, the physical affection with other family relatives. Yun po yung isa sa mga pinaka-namimiss ko po ngayong pandemic. Yung hobbies ko po during the pandemic, manood ng mga Korean dramas, manood at mag-abang ng updates from my favorite K-pop group, mag-stream ng mga music videos po nila sa YouTube and Spotify. Yung interests ko po, I really do love sunsets. Yun din po yung isa sa mga namimiss ko po ngayong pandemic kasi nung pre-quarantine po, mahilig po akong pumunta sa isang place na mapapanood ko po yung sunset kasi it's very relaxing and comforting po for me. Tsaka I really do love milk tea din po so much. Tapos nitong August po, nag-start po akong mag-resell ng mga albums. Kasama ko po yung mga friends ko na mahilig din po sa K-pop para may konting
pandagdag po sa income yung mga pambili po ng mga school-related stuff. Ayun lang po.
Hey, nice to meet you, Miss Jovi Gabo. So, baka gusto mong bentahan yung iba dito, mga BTS fan din yung iba or K-pop fan din yung iba. Okay, so nice to meet you and thank you for your introduction as well. So, next to introduce is Miss Verano Alisa or Alisa Nicole. So, kindly, yeah, correct.
Eliza po.
Alisa. Nice to meet you, Miss Alisa. Can you please introduce yourself?
My name po is Eliza Nicole Verano and I'm 21 years old. Ang naging hobbies ko po during pandemic is umi-extra na po ako sa milk tea shop para po may konting pera na maibigay po sa family. Then, nagtuturo din po ako, nag-volunteer po ako sa mga bata na matuto ng mga physical education. Then ngayon po, nag-aral din po ako mag-gitara kasi pangarap ko rin po matutong mag-gitara. Hindi ko po magawa ng normal days kasi busy po.
Oo nga.
Then, yung expectation ko po dito sa subject na marami pong sasakit ng ulo.
Tama
Kasi
naman.
feeling ko po talaga na
Totoo
mahirap
naman.
po. Then, sa iyo po na pro po namin, in-expect ko po na mas mamamotivate niyo po kami sa mga lesson para mas mapadali po yung mahihirap na subject. Yan lang po.
Okay, so well, thank you. Are you the one living here in Pasig? May
Hindi
nabanggit
po,
kasi.
Taytay Rizal po ako.
Taytay Rizal, okay. So yes, so nice to meet you, Miss Alisa. And tama
Nice
ka,
to meet you,
madaming
sir.
sasakit ang ulo sa psych assessment. So, pero gagawin natin lahat para mapagaan yung mga konsepto. Okay, so next to introduce is Miss Mosura Rose Bennett.
Sige po.
Tama ba?
Good morning po, sir.
Good morning, okay.
Hi, I'm Rose Bennett S. Musura. I'm 20 years old from Mandaluyong City. Ang hobbies ko po this pandemic is arts na lately po na bumalik ako sa pag-arts. Particularly po sa painting and drawing po. Aside from that po, na-hook po ako sa panonood ng anime. Kaso po, wala po akong tatapos na series kasi tinatamad po ako minsan. Kaya, ayun po. Expectation ko po for this subject is sana may matutunan kahit very challenging yung situation right now and consideration po para sa mga deadline, ganun. Ayun lang po.
Okay. Well, thank you, Miss Mosura. So, lot from you, consideration as well if sometimes meron ding struggle from your professor. So, I'm expecting as well that with all the hardships we're going to encounter in the future, so we can actually give kindness to each other. Okay, so thank you, Ms. Musura. Next
Thank you
to
po.
introduce, actually, hindi ko na alam kung sino pa yung hindi eh. Miss Christine K. Torgo. Natawag ko na ba siya kanina?
Sir,
Okay. There you go, Miss Torgo.
good morning po, sir.
Good morning, good morning. Sobrang hangin dyan. Nasa Baguio ka ba?
Hindi po, nakatawat po kasi sa akin yung ipa ng init po kasi. Naririnig po ba yung, yung hangin po?
Hindi naman, okay lang. Hindi naman
Okay
problem.
I'm Christine K. Turgo po. I'm 21 years old and I'm from Pasig din po. My hobbies po for this quarantine. Nagbe-bake po ako, nagpe-play ng guitar, Nagdi-discover din po ako ng mga ibang songs. Nagte-take care din po ako ng mga plants. Bakit naman konyo? Ayun po. Nagwa-watch din, nanonood din po ako ng mga satisfying loud cracks chiropractic therapy. And yung mga home renovation kasi nasa-satisfy po ako. Yung tungkol naman po sa pandemic, stressful po talaga given that my mom po is a frontliner. Di ko po, ang hirap po i-lessen yung worry mo every day kasi given that po siya, high risk sa exposure and hindi din po siya nakakauwi ng mga first months po kasi mas pinili niya pong mag-dorm kasi ayun nga po, baka po mahawaan kami or madala niya yung virus or maka-acquire siya ng mga ibang disease. Kaya ayun po, ang hirap mag-adjust kasi ako po yung parang nagma-manage ng bahay namin. Ako yung mag-set ng mga lulutuin for the week, mga groceries, mga ganun po. Sa expectation naman po, sir, I expect you po na maging considerate po kasi hindi naman po lahat ng students po or lahat po tayo ay flexible po na mag-adjust sa ganito pong sitwasyon kasi hindi naman po lahat ng oras ay nakatuon lang po sa ACADS. Kasi yung iba pong tao, hindi po nakikita nila yung fine line sa home po tsaka sa online learning. Ayun po. Thank you po.
Okay. One question, Miss Christine. Nurse si ma'am or doctor?
Midwife po siya. Currently po sa QC, Quirino Memorial
QC.
Medical Center.
Okay, oo nga. So, yung tita ko din, frontliner siya sa sa Manila. So, ang ginawa nila, they decided na mag-rent ng parang boarding house muna pansamantala kasi nga ang hirap kapag uwi ka pa ng bahay tapos you're from the hospital hindi mo rin naman alam kung sino yung asymptomatic among people na nakakasama mo. So it's hard, really hard. About what you said as well na parang ang hirap i-divide yung kasi there's a thin line na talaga between working inside the house, studying inside the house at the same time, doing all the responsibilities for your family. So sobrang ipis nung dividing line talaga. Okay, but we're all in this together as well. So we're all adjusting in this setup. So next, nice to meet you, Mr. And thank you for your introduction. So next to introduce Mr. Alpha, are you okay now? If not, you can actually chat your introduction. Kaya lang mahaba.
Sir.
Ayan.
Okay na po, sir.
Yeah.
Sorry po kanina, sir. Hindi ko po na-allow yung mic nung pagpasok ko
It's
sa
okay.
Google.
You guys don't have to say sorry about whatever technical problems you're experiencing. Kasi hindi nyo naman kasalanan yun. Pero always check na lang yung yung device nyo before we attend class. Okay? So to prevent that from happening. Okay. So kindly introduce yourself, Mr. Dionisio.
Okay, sir. Good morning po. I'm Alpha Leon A. Dionisio, 20 years old from QC po. Hobbies ko po ngayong during the pandemic. So 7 months na ako, sir, hindi lumalabas ng bahay. Tapos
seryoso ba? Kahit magpa-araw man lang?
Opo, sir.
Grabe naman. Sige, bakit?
So ayun, pagbalik ko na, pag-resume ng normal life, hindi ko na alam kung may social skills pa ako. So ayun, sir, during the pandemic, para hindi ma-bored, nag-download lang ako ng mga games, yung mga adventure games, yung may mga missions, then ayun, Opo, sir. Then, ayun, nanood ako ng mga movies, docus, at syempre, sir, nagbasa po ako minsan-minsan. Hindi naman po pwede kalimutan yung pag-aaral. Yun lang po, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So, labas-labas din, Mr. Alpha, okay? So,
Opo,
baka
sir.
pag-resume, ang inaalala ko din, pag-resume nun ng klase, pag nakita ka namin, sobrang puti mo na kasi hindi ka nagpapaaral. So, namumutla ka na rin. Paaraw-paaraw din tayo, guys, kasi kailangan ng katawan yan. Okay? So, nice to meet you, Mr. Alpha. Next to introduce, we're done with Miss Verano, Miss Angelica Buco. Tapos na ba? Tapos ka na ba kanina? Hindi pa.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, good morning.
Wait lang po. I'm Angelica L. Buco po, 20 years old. And hobbies during pandemic, naipagpatuloy ko po magsulat ng novels and nag-start na din po ako makapag-paint. Yan lang po. Thank you po.
Okay. Diyan mo naman kami ng copy nung sinusulat mo. Kapag tsaka pag naging successful writer ka na, papipirma kami So,
Sige po.
huwag mo kami kakalimutan. Anyway, just continue that. Okay. One of my frustrations nung high school ako is yung writing. Hindi ako makapagsulat talaga. Though I like to start my own novel. Pero sobrang hirap. Ay, Lace, ang cute naman yung dog mo. Okay. So, next to introduce, lover pala kayo, guys. We're done with, thank you, Miss Buko. So, anyone? Ang dami namang aso niyan, Lace. Ano ka ba? Miss Lace is done as well. CB is done. Jenny Lou Tuazon. Is Miss Jenny Lou with us?
Hello, sir. Naririnig po ba ako,
Hello.
sir?
Naririnig ka namin. Naririnig niyo ba siya, guys? Naririnig ka nila.
Yes po.
Okay, go.
I'm Jenny Lutuazon po, 20 years old from Pangasinan po. Before lockdown po, nakauwi pa po ako ng Pangasinan.
Oh, buti naman.
Yes.
Buti naman.
During this situation po, sir, nung mga first few months, nahilig po ako magluto, then nagbabike, and mag-exercise din po. Pero ngayon, sir, stuck na po ako sa panonood na lang and medyo wala na pong time sa mga ganong bagay ngayon. Then, sir, ano pa ba? During the pandemic, sir, yung feeling ko po, nung una, sobrang nakakapanibago kasi mas nangingibabaw po sa akin yung pagiging extroverted ko po. So, mas namimiss ko po yung friends, makipag-get along outside. Pero ngayon po, thankful ako sir kasi I am able to spend so much time with my parents kasi nga po kapag nag-aaral na sa Metro Manila, so malayo po ako sa kanila. And yes sir, sobrang lang din po, hopeful po ako for better days ahead kasi kagaya nga po ng sabi niyo sir, this pandemic or this virus is beyond our control. So wala po tayong magagawa about it but to hope and pray for better days to come and for this situation to end na rin po. So expectation ko po sir sa class natin, feeling ko magiging sobrang fun and at the same time mahirap po. Kasi feeling ko po sir, considerate po kayo tsaka mabait. And expectation sa classmates, yung mga classmates ko po kasi sir, masisipag sila mag-aral. So feeling ko yung lazy in me sir, parang mapupush din na magbasa ka rin.
Mukha naman.
Ganun po sir.
Naman.
Yun lang sir and nice to meet you po.
Okay, nice to meet you. You know what guys, may problema dyan sa medyo deceiving yung pagiging mabait ko and pagiging considerate ko. I remember my class in Understanding the Self. they actually told me that I look kind daw and mabait. I have two personality. I mean, hindi yung personality, the sweet type. Pero minsan kasi, in person, if you see me walking sa campus, I appear very masungit and very suplado. Pero I always convince my class na you can actually approach me. Um, I'm so kind to students na nakikita ko na kahit nahihirapan siya sa subjects niya. Eh, pero ang ayaw ko is yung estudyante na ayaw niyang tulungan yung sarili niya. So doon ako nagagalit. Pero wala naman tayong magiging problema kung ano kayo, masipag kayo sa pag-aaral. Okay? So, I'm just curious, where are you currently right now? Sa Pangasinan?
Yes, sir. Sa
Pampanga.
Malasiki po, Pangasinan.
Pangasinan. Oh, medyo dulo ba to?
Hindi po, sir. Like,
Hindi
pangalawang
naman.
bayan po from ano.
Very probinsya, no? Bayan na yung tawag, hindi na barangay. No? Actually, I envy you guys. Meron ako isang estudyante, nakauwi pa daw siya somewhere in Batangas, hindi ko matandaan. At yung lugar nila ay malapit sa beach. Eh syempre 'di ba, karamihan naman nung summer season, hindi sila nakaranas ng bakasyon. So napakaswerte niya. Naririnig-rinig mo pa talaga yung parang agos ng ng tawag dito, ng dagat. So, sabi ko napaka-relaxing naman diyan. Siguro hindi ka nai-stress diyan. Assumption ko lang. Pero nakaka-stress din daw kasi yun at yun lang din daw ay nakikita niya. So, iba-iba talaga tayo na interpretation sa environment. Okay, so nice to meet you, Miss Tuazon. So, enjoy your time. You guys enjoy your time with your family. Okay, so next is Miss Jezreel. Jezreel Ann Masilang.
Yes, sir. Good morning po.
Good morning, yes.
I am Jezreel Ann Masilang po, 20 years old. Tapos, during pandemic po, parang yung first month po, I decided to buy electric keyboard po kasi parang merong bagong mapagtuunan ng pansin. Tapos, kaso may mga nangyari po. Parang mga first few months lang ko lang po naaral pa. Tapos, ilang kanta lang din po yung naaral ko. So, yun. Tapos, mas nag-focus or mas ano po ako sa online games. Tapos, yun po, expectations, wala naman po. Parang more on hoping na lang po na sa consideration, sir. Yun po.
Okay. Well, thank you for your introduction. Guys, continue exploring your interests. I insist, I encourage you, kasi aside from studying really hard, really smart right now, we need healthy distraction from everything. So ako, I started to sleep more often. Kasi dati, ang kulang sa akin ay tulog. Hanggang ngayon naman, nahihirapan pa rin ako sa tulog ko. Pero yun. So, introduction, Miss Masilang. Next to introduce is Miss... we're done with Miss Gumbok, right? So, natawag na kita kanina. Miss Lianita. Lianita? Tama ba? Or Lanita? Joyce May?
Lianita, sir.
Okay.
Good morning, sir. Naririnig po ba ako?
Naririnig ka namin.
I am Joyce Lianita po, and I am 20 years old. Hobbies during pandemic. I love watching K-drama po and movies because I find it interesting po and educational na din po because I can get to know their way of life by observing their day-to-day lives in the movie po. And expectations po. One of my expectations from you, sir, is that you'll be teaching us a lot of concepts in a more simpler way para na din po maintindihan namin madali naming maintindihan pa. Yan lang po, sir.
Wait lang, guys. Wait lang, Miss Lianita. Meron lang.
Kamusta
Oh,
kayo?
okay lang, boss.
Ngayon na kayo mag-ingay. Well, Peter. Joke lang.
Mabulang,
Shout,
ano yan?
shout out, Jezreel.
Shoutout po sa mga tropa ko dyan, no?
Miss you guys.
Aww.
Miss you too.
Oh.
Naging aso, wala.
Shoutout, Janel, okay na?
Shoutout kay Sir. Ay, nandiyan na si Sir. Nandiyan na.
Okay lang, si Eric Torres naging aso eh. Nagulat ako eh.
Sorry, sir.
Okay. Okay, so Miss Lianita, nice to meet you. Actually, may dumating na Lazada. So, isa pala yan sa mga
Okay lang
naging
po.
hobby ko. So, yung pagpupush ng include ng mga nagpag-add ng cart pala, items sa cart. So, yan yung naging bad habit ko. Okay, so nice to meet you, Miss Lianita. So, next to introduce Miss Alberto, you're finished. Introducing yourself. Sino pa ba? Sino pa ba?
Sir, hindi ko pa po na-introduce yung sarili ko po.
Talaga ba?
Hindi pa po.
Oh, sige. So, kindly please introduce yourself.
Ay. Hello po, guys. Good morning
Okay, by the
po.
way,
Sige po.
si Miss Joyce yung bago sa block nyo, tama ba?
Yes, sir.
Guys, greet nyo naman siya. Welcome naman natin siya sa klase natin.
Welcome to him.
Welcome to him.
Welcome, Joyce.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you po.
Okay. Yes, so welcome sa block nyo. Ako na yung nag-welcome. Okay, so Miss Alberto, go ahead. Can you introduce yourself? Sorry for interruption.
Okay lang po, sir. So, good morning po sa lahat. My name is Luisa May E. Alberto. 20 years old po ako and magda-21 po this month. So, happy birthday sa akin, sir. So, ang hobby ko po is painting. This pandemic po, painting po talaga as in. Kahit nung first year pa po college, nagpe-paint na po talaga ako. May nag-push po kasi sa akin mag-painting. And yung interest
Sino nag-push sa'yo?
ni Ryan po.
Ryan? Who's Ryan?
Si
Naklase mo
mga
rin ba
lab
siya?
po, sir. Yes po,
Ah.
si mga lab po.
Ay,
Siya po yung nag-push sa...
Kinilig
Oh my
ako.
God.
Joke.
So, okay na yun, sir.
Joke,
So, ayun
joke lang.
po. Interest ko po is books.
Same with Ryan. And, nag-freeze yung screen mo. Nawala. Nawala ba si Hello, Miss Alberto? Parang ganito kanina yung screen ni Saglit lang Ano ba yan? Hello? Nag-freeze ba si Miss Luisa? Hindi lang ba ako nakakakita?
Yes,
Tama ba?
po si Luis.
Ano nangyari sa kanya? Parang kanina okay lang naman siya. Miss Luisa! Joke lang. So, start tayo. Sige, habang iniintay natin si Miss Luisa, bumalik sa mundo ng mga buhay, ng mga naka-online. Punta muna tayo kay Miss... Ayan na siya, bumalik na siya. At
Sorry, sir.
Miss Luisa.
Nag-reheat po kasi nag-overheat po yung cellphone po. Sorry po.
Okay lang, mga ba? Go.
So, ayun po, back po tayo dun sa interest ko po. Books po, tapos yung kung paano mag-work yung neurotransmitters, human emotions, abnormal psychology, especially po sa dissociative identity disorder po. And sci-fi movies, any sci-fi, yung dreams, katulad po ni Freud, po. Tsaka pseudo-psychology stuff po.
Wow.
Yes po.
Napaka-broad ng interest mo.
Madami po
Before,
talaga.
so, ang pinaka-interest kong subject before is abnormal psych and theories of personality. By the way, ang pinaka-ayaw kong subject ay psychological assessment. So, isa siya sa mga multo ko hanggang ngayon. Yes, so I don't know bakit nananadya minsan yung universe. So binibigay niya talaga yung mga bagay na ayaw mo. So siguro meron tayong pwedeng mapulot doon bakit binibigay sa atin yung minsan yung mga bagay na hindi natin talaga gusto. Okay, pero sige, we'll see. Nice meeting you, Miss Alberto. So you have interest in reading books, same with Mr. Ryan. So that's a nice hobby. Okay, so next is Miss Ilaw is done introducing as well.
Si Tolentino po.
Miss Miss Tolentino. O sige. Miss Tolentino, kindly please introduce yourself. Hey, Miss Eric. Sino si Mr. Meron naman pala. Hindi ko kasi makita eh. Yes, Miss Tolentino. Are you having problem with your microphone? Mhm. Isa pa siyang kaluluwa. Ayan. Naka-connect ako sa internet ng kapitbahay. Okay lang. Hindi ka ba ang bagal? Okay lang. Sige, sige. So, mamaya, balikan ka namin. Okay? So, moving forward kay Miss Sumampong. Is Miss Fina Sumampong here?
Good morning po.
There you go. Good morning,
My,
Miss Fina.
my name po is Maria Fina B. Sumampong po, 20 years old from Mandaluyong City. At hobbies ko po ngayong pandemic is yung manood po sa Netflix, manood ng mga vlogs, at manood rin po ng mga documentaries po nila Cara David, ganun po. Tapos, magbasa rin po, lalo na sa mga lessons po sa TOP po. At gustong-gusto ko rin pong ginagawa. Para lang po makapag-release ng stress, yung mag-arrange mga gamit. Hindi ko alam kung bakit. Paulit-ulit kong
Sorry, Mag.
ina-arrange po. Arrange po ng mga gamit po.
I
Mga
see, I
gamit.
see.
Kahit di naman magulo, gusto kong inaayos. Para lang mawala yung stress.
I-organize.
Yun lang po.
You're familiar with Marie
Apa.
Kondo? Familiar with Marie Kondo?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir.
Satisfying niyang panoorin, no? So, ang satisfying niyang panoorin. I remember watching isang episode nung TV series, yung documentary/TV series, di ko alam. Natutuwa ako sa kanya kapag nagsusort siya ng mga bagay-bagay. Dapat bago ka magtapon ng bagay, may nararamdaman ka pang joy. Something parang ganun pa yung naaalala ko. Tapos sabi ko, lahat ng mga bagay sa kwarto ko, nung hinahawakan ko, I feel joy. So sabi ko, hindi ko itatapon lahat to. pero sabi ni Mama, especially yung mga scratch paper ko nung nagtitesis ako, nung hinawakan ko kasi, kahit dusty na siya, sabi ko, I feel joy. Kasi syempre, napaka-memorable yung struggle mo nung time na naggagawa ka ng thesis. Pero eventually, nung mga nakaraan, nagtapon talaga ako ng gamit. So sabi ko, parang isa siya sa mga coping strategy natin. Yung pag-arrange, it's really parang satisfying to arrange something. So it's nice. Okay, so nice to meet you, Miss Sumampong. We're done with Miss Gugma,
Thank you
Miss
po.
Yes, Miss Tisado. I believe we're done as well with Miss Tisado. How about Miss Maria? Sir. Sige, mamaya. Miss Rodriguez, Maria Kirstine. Tama ba? Kirstine?
Nakikinig po ako, sir.
Oo, rinig ka namin.
Good morning po. I'm Maria Kirstine po. Kirstine Rodriguez po. 20 years old from Parañaque po. This pandemic po, hobbies ko po, manood po ng mga medical K-drama and Netflix. And then kapag nasa mood po, nagdo-drawing or paint po. And more on ano po, siguro hopeful po na sana po kayanin ko at kayanin natin lahat po, lalo na't mahirap po yung sitwasyon ngayon. And yun lang po.
Okay, thank you. And nice to meet you, Miss Rodriguez. Kakayanin natin to. Yes. Miss, next is si Miss Ocampo, Marie Chris.
Hindi pa, sir.
Hindi pa. Sige. Miss Marie Chris De Ocampo, kindly please introduce yourself.
Good morning, sir. Ako po si Maricris de Ocampo from Pangasinan po. From Pangasinan, 20 years old. Ang hobbies ko po during pandemic is nagtitinda po kami online ng foods. Tapos, recently po, nag-tutor ako ng bata. Bale, 4 po sila. Tapos, ang interest ko po bago mag-pandemic is nag-table tennis po ako. And ang expectation ko naman, sir, sa subject natin, kinakabahan kasi may friend po akong psych graduate na dito daw siya bumagsak, kaya siya na late graduate. Yun lang po.
Oh, that's not your reality. So, wag mo isipin lagi yon, or else baka maging reality mo yon. So, you're tutoring kids, tama ba?
Opo, sir.
Yes, that's fun. Tuloy mo lang yan. Extra, part-time mo ba to?
Opo, sir.
Extra income? Okay, so that's great. Saludo din ako sa'yo. Well, saludo naman ako sa inyo lahat, guys, still. Okay, so next is, sir, nawalan daw po internet si Krishna. Bakit kailangan niyo ba magsabi ng pasensya na po? Okay lang yun. Di na daw po siya makabalik, sir. Pero tapos naman na, no? Na introduce niya na yung sarili niya kanina. Tama ba? Okay lang yun. So, for announcement, i-relay nyo na lang sa kanya. Okay, so next is Miss... I'm sorry, sinisimot ko na lang yung listahan dito. Miss Nicole Luna.
Hello, sir.
Miss Nicole Luna. Pingin naman kami niyan, Caleb. Dapat nangaalok ka din.
Hello, sir. Naririnig po ba?
Okay lang, go. Yes, naririnig ka namin, Miss Nicole.
Good
go
morning
lang kung
po.
gusto nyo kumain.
Ako po si
Good
Nicole
morning.
E. Luna from Pasig. Yung taga pinagbuhatan po.
Ikaw pala.
Tapos,
Which part? Which part ng pinagbuhatan?
sa ano po, Akasha.
Malayo pa pala. Dito ka malapit sa arko ng Pasig. Ng pinagbuhatan, tama ba?
Opo. Tapos,
Swerte nyo naman, ang lapit nyo sa mga bilihan.
oo nga po eh. Tapos, 21 years old po. Tapos, ngayong pandemic po, hindi ko po alam kung nawawalan ako ng gana sa lahat ng bahay kasi hindi ko po alam kung ano yung interest ko ngayon. Pero nag-try naman po ako magluto. Pero na-realize ko mas masarap kumain kaysa magluluto. Tapos, nagtuturo din po ako sa pamangkin ko. So, naging tita ninang po ako. Ay, tita mami.
Tita mami.
Yun po, ang expectation ko po sa subject is mas madami po kaming matutunan at the same time. Ma-apply po namin siya sa future kung itutuloy po namin yung ganito, yung sa field namin. And yun po. Thank you, sir.
Okay, nice to meet you. So, talagang nagiging diverse yung role natin. Nagiging tita mommy, ako ngayon nagiging tatay ako eh. Kasi ako yung only provider sa family. So, ganun talaga. Pero we learn a lot from our new roles. Okay, so nice to meet you, Miss Luna. Next to introduce is, tapos na tayo with Miss Glorio. And next is Miss Lasha. Lasha ba or Lasia? Lasha? I think Lasha.
Hello, sir. Sir, rinig po
Ay,
ba?
ay ang cute mo naman.
Internet
Ang
problem.
cute naman ng profile picture mo, Miss Lasha. I'm just
Sir,
kidding.
um,
Pet mo?
ano po, yan na po kasi yung profile picture ko since high school, dito sa Google.
Go lang, go. Miss
Sir,
Pauline, can you please introduce yourself? Hmm?
unahin ko muna po si Sofia Tolentino kasi napag-usapan na namin
Uh-huh.
po. Kasi po nawawala po din po siya ng internet.
Ah, okay, okay,
So,
okay.
siya na lang po muna
Sisi.
introduce ko.
Okay, sige.
Ito, name niya po is Sofia Marie H. Tolentino. She lives at Mandaluyong and 20 years old po. Tapos sabi niya po, the pandemic forced us to cope up with different ways. My way siguro is putting the things I have set aside before and doing it now since ang tagal nung nakatenga. I've also noticed na how privileged I am compared to the answers that were given by my classmates. Kasi ako, I did things mostly for myself instead of my family. I rearranged my room, took an interest in cooking and baking, then dami ring realization sa life. Tapos, sir, sabi niya, matsala arigat, things kamsa. Ayun lang, sir.
Parang mix yun is Japanese and Korean at the same time.
Ayan, sir. Kasi nawalan na siya ng net, tapos di daw po siya makabalik ng
It's
Google.
okay. It's okay. So, thank you for introducing your classmate. Now it's your turn, Miss Pauline.
I'm Pauline Yunis Lasha po. I'm 21 years old po. I live at Mandaluyong din po. Tapos, hobbies ko po during pandemic, di ko po alam kasi nawalan din po ako ng interest sa mga bagay. Pero, since may part din na nagigilty ako na walang ginagawa sa isang araw, parang pinilit ko na lang din po yung sarili ko na gumawa ng iba't ibang bagay. Sinubukan ko po ulit mag-drawing, tapos magsulat po ng mga poems. Then, naglinis na lang din po ako ng bahay. Ayun po.
Okay.
Expectation, sir. Siguro po kapag mahirap nga po tong subject na to. So, if may part po na hindi kami naintindihan, sana po pwede po natin siya balikan.
Sure.
Maintindihan po namin.
Can actually ask me personally, mag-open ako ng discussion lagi sa Google Classroom natin every after ng online or synchronous discussion. And there are, by the way, times na hindi tayo magmi-meet. So, ire-record ko lang yung discussion ng Sabado. So, you can focus on self-study as well. But I will open a discussion section there. So, you can provide your own how to say this, your own opinion, your insight about the lesson, and at the same time you can ask me questions. So active naman din ako lagi. So yun lang. Okay? So there are times kasi na yes, I have something to attend sa graduate school. So yun. Okay. So nice to meet you, Miss Lasha, or yeah, nahihirapan talaga ako mag-pronounce ng mga last name. Okay, so this one is Mr. Williard Dave Udel Diego. Right? Is Mr. Willard there? There you go. Mr. Willard, can you please introduce yourself? Cannot hear you.
Hello po.
There you go. We can hear you now. Okay, hello.
Sir, pasensya na po dun sa lighting kasi po alternative lights lang yung gamit ko since brownout po dito nasa province po kasi ako, sir.
No problem at all. So, go ahead, introduce
Ayun
yourself.
Po. Ako po si Williard Dave Diego, 20 years old po. Bago po mag-pandemic is nakatira po ako sa Taguig for my study. And nung nagkaroon po bago po mag-lockdown sa Metro Manila, bumalik po muna ako dito sa Aurora po para mag-stay. And swerte po namin, sir, dito kasi kahit papaano doon sa Metro Manila, sobrang dami ng cases. Dito po, zero cases po kami. So medyo maluwag po um, yung quarantine po dito. Hindi na po kami naka-lockdown and nakakalabas po kami. And yung mga pinagkaabalaan ko po nitong pandemic is naging health conscious ako, sir, kasi may times na parang nakakaramdam ako ng ano sa sarili ko na parang may sakit ako. So simula nung nag-start ako mag-jogging pag may time. And pag may mga free time talaga, sir, like walang ginagawa, nag-overnight kami ng mga friends ko, especially bago online class po, parang sinulit talaga namin yung time. Overnight po kami, pero ngayon, sir, madalang na po kasi may kanya-kanya na rin po kaming priority since magkakaiba po kami ng school, may kanya-kanyang online class po. And nagbabasa rin po ako ng TOP kapag yun nga po, di po namin natapos last sem yung TOP. So kapag may time po, binabasa ko po siya, binabalikan ko po yung mga topic namin doon na hindi po namin natapos. Ayun po.
So, na-experience ko din yan nung mga nakaraan, yung parang sakit na lalamunan ko, tapos minsan nakakapraning pa kapag di mo malasahan yung pagkain. So yung pala kulang lang pala sa patis. Mga ganong instances. So, minsan, sabi ko, ma, meron bang patis dyan? Yan. Sabi niya, hindi ko na nilagyan kasi yung nanay ko medyo yung taste niya sa salt medyo hype. Kaya minsan talagang, kami naman, hindi din naman kami ganun sa pagkain. So, yun. Mr. Williard, I'm just curious, guys. Sino TOP nyo nung college? Ito, last semester.
Si Ma'am Kat Besonia po.
Nape-pressure ako talaga. TOP, Tears of Personality, Psych Assessment, normal psychology and industrial psychology. Those subjects are the main subjects that you need to really study well kasi nga board subjects to. So dun talaga tayo magpo-focus. Okay, and the last one to introduce, Mr. Williard, I'm so sorry that you're the last one to introduce, pero can you please introduce yourself? Wilren Katangay.
Sir,
Thank you, Sir Williard. Yes, Miss Joanna.
sir, si sumugat pa po, add ko lang po, hindi pa rin po.
Okay, sige. After
Yan lang,
Miss
sir. Thank you
Katangay.
po.
Thank you. Miss Katangay is here. Yes, hi. Kinakabahan ka ba? Okay. Mhm. 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 It's okay. It's okay. Mhm. 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 Oh, it's fine. It's fine. So, thank you, Mr. Katangay. Tatawa ako dun sa sinabi mo. Okay, so, bukod sa natutuwa ako sa avatar mo. Natutuwa ako dun sa sinabi mo. Anyway, so hindi naman tayo hahantong dun kasi nga, this is a board subject. So, we're more on studying talaga, two-way learning. So hindi ko lang kayo pababayaan ng gano'n. Okay, so nice meeting you, Mr. Katangay. I hope to see you next time, not in your avatar state. Okay, so next is Miss Sumugat. Next, Miss Sumugat, I'm so
Hello,
sorry,
sir.
hindi ko nakita.
Okay lang po, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay lang po. Good morning po, sir. I'm Ana Micaela Sumugat. Nickname ko po is Mikey. I'm 20 years old from Muntinlupa City. My hobbies during this quarantine po is watching series. Naglalaro din po ako ng PS4. Nakatapos na po ako ng 3 laro.
Ano to?
Tapos,
Ano mga laro to?
Spider-Man po and Resident Evil 2 po. Yun. Tapos, pag hindi na po ako naglalaro ng PS4, naglalaro na lang po ako ng COD. Tapos, ano pa ba? Nanonood po ako ng ng Conan. Ng Conan versus Lupin po. Yun. Yun lang po. It's nice to
Okay.
meet you po, sir.
Thank you. Nice to meet you din, Miss Sumugat. Nakikita mo ba yung mga kinang ng mga mata, kinang sa mga mata ng mga kaklase mo naghihintay
Hindi ko
ng
po nakikita, sir.
COD kasama ka. So, ang dami. So, nakita ko. Yan si Miss Eric Torres. Tumitirik na yung mata. Okay, so
Thank you po, sir.
guys, so I'm really so happy to know more about you. I actually don't want to miss this session kasi sabi ko before sana tayo magkaroon ng official discussion. Sana man lang nagkakilalanan tayo lahat. I know you all guys know each other kasi magkaka-block lang din naman kayo. Pero ako kasi I don't really know some of you or all of you actually. Hindi ko pa kilala. So I decided na to build rapport. Yes. Yes, Miss Joanna.
Sir, sorry po to interrupt you po, sir. Meron pa po kaming dalawa pa pong classmate, ay blockmate po na hindi pa po nakakapag-introduce.
Sorry, sino sila?
Si Ellison
Ako
po,
po, sir.
pati po si Dublin.
Okay. Si Dublin. I'm so sorry. Okay, so start with Miss Elizon.
Good morning, sir.
Good
Good
morning.
morning po. Ako po si Cassandra S. Ellison, 20 years old, from Pasig City din po. So, my thoughts about pandemic, nung una po, chill-chill lang talaga, sir, eh. Kasi nung una po, di ba, yung ibang bansa, sobrang dami na po nilang cases. Then tayo, nagsa-start pa lang po. So, hindi po namin inasahan ng family ko na lalala po siya ng ganito. So, para po maibaling yung attention namin sa ibang bagay, bukod sa pag-iisip po ng COVID, nag-workout po kaming family, tas nag-try po akong magluto, nag-practice po ng arts, nag-practice mag-gitara, kahit po pagkukulay ng sarili kong buhok, tinry ko na para po maibaling lang, para hindi po isipin yung stress. Tas, yun po. Pero nung katagalan po, kahit sobrang dami ko nang tinry na bagong gawin, naisip ko pa rin po na nakakamiss pa rin po yung gatherings with family, with friends. Tas yung lumalabas-labas ka lang ng bahay, pupunta ka kung saan-saan. Tas, yun po. Tas nakakatakot lang isipin na baka po tumagal pa tong pandemic ng mas matagal pa. Sana wag naman po. Tas yun po. Pero ang favorite ko naman po this pandemic is nagka-time po with family. Kung dati po pagkagaling school, matutulog na agad. Ngayon po, every meal of the day, sabay-sabay po kami. Yun po.
Okay. So, thank you, Miss Elizon. So, hindi na siguro magtatagal to, no? Wag naman sana kasi ang hirap kapag nagtagal pa siya. Okay, so we really hope that this pandemic end. Okay, it's okay, Miss Vina. Okay, so next is Miss Dublin.
Sir, si Dublin po sir, nawala po pala siya kasi po, di na daw po siya ulit makapasok. Di na po siya maka-join.
Bakit?
Opo. Wala din po kasi siyang app sir. Naka-browser lang po pala po siya.
Sabihin mo ano, paano ba?
Introduce ko na lang po siya sir. Brief lang po.
Sige, sige. Sige.
Sir, so ang name niya po is Riza May Dublin, sir. Taga nakatira po siya sa Bambang, Pasig, and ang mga hobbies niya po nitong pandemic is workout po, nag-TikTok din po siya. Tapos po, pag nag actually sir, parang sobrang hirap din po sa family ni Dublin nitong pandemic. Pero di ko na po ikukuwento kasi parang private po. Pero nahirapan din po sila, and ngayon po sir, medyo okey na po siya. Medyo okey na po sila. Yun lang sir.
Okay. Nice. It's good to know that they're doing fine now. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. I really learned a lot from you guys. So also seeing your faces here, it gives me a glimpse kung ano talaga yung sitwasyon niyo right now. And I'm so thankful then na you shared a lot about yourself, your hobbies, your current situation right now. So as I'm telling you guys earlier na kailangan ko talaga to build a rapport before we formally have a discussion. So I believe next meeting will be our formal discussion. So doon na tayo talaga maglalagare with our lesson. So uh, is it okay guys if we start like 8:30? 8:30 every session.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so
Yes, sir.
Yes po, sir.
okay, so if majority agreed na 8:30. So I expect lang guys na you're all busog na before we attend the class. Okay? So because it's hard for us to digest information without proper meal first thing in the morning. Okay? So, yun lang. And it's nice to meet you all, guys. I'm going to cut this session now. And for those who aren't actually here with us dahil may mga nararanasan silang internet issues, just let them know na it's fine and don't need to feel stress or distress about it. Okay? So, yes, guys, do you have any concern, any question before we end the session? Next meeting, we will be discussing the chapter 1 and chapter 2 of psychological assessment. Chapter 3 is the statistics refresher. So medyo magtatagaan na tayo sa topic na yon. Even I myself, I don't know how I can transfer the knowledge with this platform. So I also would encourage you guys to build a study group so that you can throw ideas or concept with each other. Okay, so any question from you guys? Any clarification before we end the session? It's open now. You can kung gusto niyo magwala, pwede kayong magwala. Kung gusto niyo akong sigawan, just to release your frustrations, sir, magkaklase ba talaga tayo? Yes, we have to. Okay, so any violent reaction, you can count
Wala
on me now.
po.
Wala. Okay. Any?
Sir, excuse me po.
Sure, Miss Christine.
Buong meeting po ba natin, all throughout po ng meeting, nakasync po tayo?
Yun. So regarding the next meeting, kailangan nating mag-sync na for chapter 1 and 2, and I believe for the following meetings parang every other Saturday tayo mag-synchronize. Tapos the following the next Saturday asynchronous naman. Tapos synchronous then asynchronous. Nagigets niyo ba yung sinasabi ko? So ganun yung magiging setup. Okay, though kasi sobrang haba ng Saturdays eh. Sobrang haba ng oras natin every Saturday. I think sa isang session, pwede nating ma-cover up agad yung two discussions. Okay, so medyo mind-boggling lang talaga kasi isang bagsakan ng dalawang topic. Pero let's make it light lang yung discussion. And then I'll give you other ideas or concepts para ma-tune nyo ng maayos yung information. Okay? So, anything else before I officially end?
Sa requirements daw po.
Requirements. So, um, regarding that, I think better na i-walk I walk you through wait lang sa course natin, sa course guide. So, kung ano ba talaga yung mangyayari. Wait lang. Alam ko na download ko na siya. Saan siya? Here. Ay, anong nangyari? Ulit lang Hmm. Okay. Ito. I'll share my screen and then we'll give you brief background about the activities. So from time to time, magkakaroon pala tayo ng quiz. Are you familiar with Kahoot? I'll try Kahoot. So Kahoot is an online quiz. Though I'm really I'm just doubtful because yung platform na yon is online quiz and then it has time limit. I'm just concerned about uh, kung paano ko siya patatakbuhin during our session. And then as well as with your classmates having problem with their internet connection. So hindi ko alam kung paano but we'll explore that later. So every after session magkakaroon tayo ng parang short quiz. So just to measure if you really understood the whole concept every chapter. Eto naglo-load na siya. I'll share my screen. Mali. Kita nyo na. Kita nyo guys.
Wala pa po.
Paano? Okay. Wait lang Nag-freeze yung screen ko. Oh. Nangyari. Hindi ito yun eh. Hmm. Nangyari. Wait lang guys Anyway, so hindi ko siya mahanap. I'll drop it sa G Classroom natin later. And then if you have question, you can actually leave comments there. Okay? So for now, ang magkakaroon tayo is quiz. I also uh, saw from the syllabus na magkakaroon tayo ng test development. It's just I don't know how can we do it in this setup. So I'll also convene with my co-professor, my co-faculties kung paano nila gagawin yun para at least I also know how to guide you with that. Okay, so that's all, and it was really nice meeting you all. I hope to see you again in next session, next meeting. And after that, the following Saturday, we'll have our asynchronous. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, and enjoy your lunch. See you again next time. Bye.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir. Bye-bye po.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you
sir.
po,
You can leave
sir.
now. Si Miss Eric Torres ay inaantok na. Kaya kailangan na niya. Kailangan niya na talaga mag-leave. Joke lang.
Thank you, sir.